All right, hi everybody. This is Brian over at LeadQuizzes. I'm the head of demand generation, and today I'm going to walk you through the 6 steps of writing a high converting quiz. Also, at the end of this, I'm going to walk you through a few ways to promote your quiz at the end and get it in front of the right people. So just some housekeeping items before we get started. I'm using one of our main resources for getting started. It's the 6 steps to writing a high converting quiz. Like I mentioned, we actually have a written guide on our website. If you want to go find that, you could go to that URL right there, docs.leadquizzes.com. It's right at the beginning under getting started, and it's the first one, so you can walk through that in written form as well. I'll also be referring to some other resources that we have specifically at the beginning of this presentation, and you can find those resources in our LeadQuizzes Academy, and you can find that at academy.leadquizzes.com. So let's dive into it. So what I'm going to cover today is the 6 steps to writing a high converting quiz. So first, we're going to go over target audience and your compelling offer. We're then going to get into some types of quizzes that you can make. Third, I'm going to go over creating your quiz topic and title. Fourth, quiz results and logic. Then I'm going to go into questions and some best practices around questions. And then finally, setting up your integrations for your quiz. So let's dive into it. First is target audience and compelling offer. So you guys are going to want to know your target audience for 3 main reasons. First is so you know where to reach your audience when you publish that quiz. Second is so you know exactly what to create your quiz about. And then finally, so you could speak directly to the people that you're targeting because you know exactly what they want and need. So what are some ways that you could dial in your target audience? So like I mentioned, I'm going to be talking about some resources. The first one is our target audience worksheet, which you are going to be able to find in LeadQuizzes Academy. So academy.leadquizzes.com. We're going to walk you through how to do this. So a lot of times when I'm talking to people, they really don't get it too detailed on their target audience. And that's actually not the best thing to do. You have to get really granular and detailed when you're talking about your target audience. So I wanted to go through 3 examples here. You'll see like a good look into your target audience is maybe a career woman. We have her age, she was a college graduate, and what she's interested in. It seems pretty good, but let's go a little bit deeper there. How about a married career woman who's age 35 to 50, a college graduate? What else is she interested in? Time management. She's also maybe struggling with anxiety and busyness. But let's take that even a step further. So you have to really push yourself for this target audience, and that's what our worksheet is going to help you do. So best is married career woman. She has kids. She has age 35 to 50. She's college degree. She's interested in time management. She's struggling with anxiety and busyness, and she also pays attention to a couple of these main people for advice. So then you really are able to understand who you're getting this quiz in front of. And when you start targeting that on paid advertising in different areas, you're going to be really able to get your interest-based targeting dialed in and get that quiz in front of the right people. So the second part of this is your compelling offer. So once you get your target audience dialed down, you have to come up with your compelling offer. And we want to set that up first because it's going to really set the stage for what you're going to make your quiz and the type of quiz that you're going to do. So a compelling offer has 4 main aspects, and I'm going to go through each one of those. So first is the tripwire. A tripwire is just a low-price product that will make that step from being a non-customer, just a video, to being a customer easy. Second, we have risk reversal. So this is something that you guys have seen a lot, a free trial, a money-back guarantee. You have to take the risk out of them making that purchase for it to have risk reversal. Third, we have bonuses, whether that's PDF downloads, extra training, a coupon for their next purchases, anything you could add to build more value. And then a very important one is urgency and scarcity. So is there a limit on purchasing this? Is there a time commitment they have to be aware of? Like this is only available the next few hours or the next week. Is there only a limited number? Scarcity really plays an effective role in making somebody make that purchase right then and there. So what's a good example of a compelling offer? So one of the best compelling offers that we've really helped come up with is our client Anne-Marie Gianni Skincare. So we've worked with a few different skincare clients. Anne-Marie Gianni went a long way of being very successful because of this compelling offer after the quiz. So let's look at a few aspects of this right here. First, they have a sample kit, okay? So with this sample kit, you're gonna get it for only $10 and you get free shipping. So that's a good tripwire. You get free shipping, and then look at this next aspect right here. You fall in love with it or you get your money back. So there's the risk reversal aspect. But what about a bonus? So for the bonus, they're gonna throw in this free toxic home guide. And so they're gonna get that. It's 90+ pages. and you're going to be able to get that. And then even another bonus, you're going to get a $10 coupon off for your next purchase. So this incorporated a lot of aspects of that compelling offer, and they were able to generate $200,000 in sales in 2 months just from the quiz with having this compelling offer after it. So now let's get into some types of quizzes that you can make. First is a Buzzfeed style quiz. So with a Buzzfeed style quiz, this is really meant to go viral, cast a wide net to get people interested in your product that might not even know about you. So like I mentioned, you're going to be able to cast that wide net. They have that potential to go viral, and they really are good with that social sharing component, which is free advertising for you once you get that out in front of people. And then last, you're going to be able to reach people in your niche that might have not heard about you. We had a client, Bourbon and Boots, who was able to create, they tested 7 different quizzes in the Southern living space, and a few of them went viral, and they had a huge influx of leads and sales. They doubled their sales in 3 weeks, had 35,000 leads because these quizzes went viral. Second is an IQ-based quiz. So with an IQ-based quiz, you're playing on that human drive and psychology to be smart and right and always test your knowledge. And it's a great way to segment your audience and tailor your message based on their knowledge level. Third, we have a product-based quiz. So a lot of people sell different, like a product or service on the back end. So a product might be like an e-commerce store, service where you sell courses or coaching-based services. You want to funnel people into the right product or service based on their needs, and that's what that does for you. So you can see a couple of those points here. E-commerce and info services, it allows you to funnel those visitors to the right product after the quiz based on their results. So say you have 3 different results, you could pitch them different products at the end based on their result, which is really nice. And it gives the customers that instant feedback so they don't have to wait to reach out to you. They get to go to your website, they find you, they find the right product, and they make that purchase. Now we have a diagnostic-based quiz. These are one of my favorite types of quizzes because it works in a lot of different businesses. So this is great for health and wellness and for B2B because it shows people something that they might be struggling with and then the solution on the back end. So I know we talk to a lot of people in the B2B space as well. And they always say, what type of quiz should I do? We always recommend a diagnostic-based quiz because you're going to be able to grade them and show them areas that they can improve. So some B2B examples that you see here are, how well are you using your marketing automation? Are you getting the most out of your list? Are you a top marketer? Take this quiz to see how you stack up. So that also plays on people's psychology of always wanting to know how they stack up with the competition as well. Last is the problem or strengths quiz. And what this allows you to do is really pinpoint what's most important to your leads and then allows you to segment and offer personalized content and recommendations. One theme that you guys are probably seeing is that you're really able to segment and tailor your message to your leads with all of these different quizzes. And that's the power of using these quizzes, really, is being able to segment and tailor that message after. So step 3, we have creating your quiz topic and title. So when you're picking your quiz topic, before writing your quiz, you need to narrow down the specific topic that you want to choose. So there's a couple of helpful resources that we have for this as well. A great website is alltop.com, where you could find different topics in your niche that people are really talking about. And then another one that I really like is either Quora or Reddit, where you could find unique angles on your quiz based on what people are asking and what they're talking about. So check out those resources. It'll really help get the juices flowing and brainstorm a great quiz topic. And then after you come up with the topic, the title is so crucial. So right here you can see a study by Copyblogger, 8 out of 10 people read your headlines, while only 2 of 10 proceed to read the content itself. So it's so important that you grab people on that first headline, and a good title can increase your traffic by as much as 500%. But what are some examples of like a good quiz title? So one good example here is a countries of the world quiz. Now, I would maybe take that. I don't really know what it is, but if I saw how many countries can you name in 5 minutes, yeah, I'd probably take that. I'd really want to understand and test my knowledge there. Second is, what's your leadership style? I think that's a good quiz. I would probably want to take it, but what's something that's more compelling? How about, are you playing to the strengths of your leadership style? That really gets my juices flowing. That makes me want to take the quiz. And some other best practices when you're creating your quiz title. When you're doing this, come up with like 10 to 15 titles and get people's opinions. Sometimes it's going to be hard to get to 10 to 15, but write down the bad ones. Get the bad ones out first. Write them down, write them down, write them down, and you'll find your one that really sticks and resonates with people. Second, with LeadQuizzes, you're actually able to split test. So the title is something that's really helpful to split test because you're going to be able to see who's clicking more into your quiz and taking the quiz based on the actual title. So that's a great place to start with your split testing. And then I threw in a couple of extra resources to check out here. There's a headline analyzer that you could go to by CoSchedule. There's that URL down there. And then second, Tweak Your Business Title Generator. That's two great resources to use in helping you come up with an effective quiz title. All right, so now to step 4. We're going to go into quiz results and logic. So I get this question a lot when people are setting up their quiz, is how does the logic work and how do I set up my results? So let's go into it. So why do you need like a good results page and why are we setting those up first? Well, first, they're critical in driving the shares, but also driving leads to sign up for your product. So this is a great place for you to write good content and introduce your compelling offer to the next step. It also helps with going viral. Remember that when somebody wants to share a quiz, they want to share it because it says something good about themselves and they want to share based on the result. So it's very important that you keep that in mind if you're going for that virality component. Third was coming down to sales. So third and fourth are coming down to sales. So if I'm selling something that's lower priced, it might be an impulse purchase, maybe your e-commerce, a compelling offer is going to really help get people to take action immediately and buy right after the quiz. However, if you're selling something more expensive, coaching services, high ticket items on the back end where you need to build a little bit more trust, the results pages are perfect for building that trust and rapport and delivering those personalized results. You're also going to probably have to put them into an effective email autoresponder campaign and start building that trust before they make that purchase. But it just depends on what type of business you're in and what type of sale that you have. But the results page is a crucial area for executing that, whether it's an immediate purchase or something that you have to nurture for a little while. So after you come up with your results, how does the logic of the quiz software work? So LeadQuizzes uses an outcomes-based logic, and I'll show you guys here in a little bit when I dive into the software, but each answer relates to a specific result or outcome. And at the end of the quiz, whichever result had the most answers associated with it is going to be the outcome that the user gets. Step 5 is coming up with questions. Now this is a crucial part because these are going to be what people are going through throughout the quiz. As you guys can see here, a study by Microsoft shared that the average attention span is less than 8 seconds. That's unbelievable to me, but it makes sense because of all the different information people are getting thrown at every day. So you really have to stand out and in a short amount of time. You also want somebody to get through the quiz in just a couple of minutes. So use simple words and keep your questions short, get them to the results page, get them to your compelling offer. Second is quiz length. This is really important and something that I get asked with a lot here. So according to Neil Patel, great marketer, I would really highly recommend following him. He has some great content. If you ask less than 4 or 5 questions, users are going to be less engaged and are less likely to enter their email at the end. But if you ask more than 15, you're going to get less leads. So what's the balance? We usually recommend about 8 questions from a lot of our testing has seemed to be the most effective quiz length for you guys to test. So that'd be a great place to start. Next, you got to be creative. You got to ask questions in different ways. Let's look at this example. Instead of what fruit do you like most, let's make that a little bit more creative and better of a question. If you could eat only one fruit for the rest of your life, which one would it be? That's something that resonates a little bit more with me, and I'm more interested in answering that question. Add pictures to the quiz. So with LeadQuizzes, you're able to have text answers and picture answers. Picture says 1,000 words, and it can be consumed much faster. If possible, use pictures when you can to replace text. It's going to really help people get more engaged and through the quiz quicker. Last, we're going to set up some integration. So when you capture that lead, you've got to make sure that you send it over to your CRM or email marketing system so that you can start marketing to them immediately and building that trust. And that's why LeadQuizzes has integrations with the top email marketing systems so you can get those leads right away. You don't waste any time and you start communicating with them immediately. So you can see some of the ones that we have integrations with right here. Some of the top ones. We also have Zapier integration. So we really cover all of our bases with most of the integrations. And to do that, to just set up those integrations, we have all the documentation for all of those. Go to docs.leadquizzes.com/integrations. We'll walk you through it. Very simple. Next, we have advertising platforms. So a lot of people are going to be getting these behind paid advertising sources, and you're going to want to track those conversions. So with our integrations there, you're going to be able to put all of your pixels on the quiz and track those accurately. Same as the integrations, go to docs.leadquizzes.com/advertising-pixels, and we'll walk you through those exact steps. But what happens at the end of the quiz and you're ready to promote it? So what are 3 easy ways to promote your quiz? Let's dive into those. The first, if you have existing website traffic, that's going to be a great place to start because you already have visitors coming to your website, and a quiz has been shown to increase lead capture by up to 500% on your website. But where would you put it on your website? So a great place to start is your homepage. Here's a couple of examples. One's Anne-Marie Gianni, one's Neil Patel, where they got the quiz right on their homepage. Easy, instant place where people can find the quiz and take it. Next, you could put it as a sidebar in your blog posts or in your blog pages and actually embed it in your blog posts. Those are 2 great areas to put it as well because blogs get a lot of traffic, and if you can match a quiz with your blog content, that's really powerful. Next is pop-ups. So that's another great way. So you can have like an exit intent pop-up where they are leaving your website and the quiz pops up. Great way to engage your visitors when they're exiting. Anne-Marie Gianni actually had a pop-up where they just had a discount offer, and they replaced that with a quiz. Their conversion rate improved by 400%. So great area that you could test there. Another great one that I really like is in Hello Bar or like a welcome mat where they have it right at the top of the website. Very easy for people to see, a great call to action at the top, and it engages your visitors. So after your website, another great area is paid ads. And like I talked about earlier, the virality component of these quizzes is huge. So these are some, quiz ads that we've done, but I want to focus on one thing here. Look at those shares at the bottom and that engagement. Those are people that are seeing this quiz, taking it and sharing it with their own audience. That's free traffic for you guys. So that's a huge component of these quizzes. You could see some of these are up to 200 and 300 shares, and they didn't pay for that traffic at all. This is an example. Libby on our team actually took a quiz. She's like, yep, that definitely suits me. That goes into a point that I said earlier, that people want to share results that they're happy about and confirm something about themselves. And this is exactly what Libby did here. She shared her quiz to her current audience, and that's free traffic for you guys. But what are some other creative ideas? How about you do this? Re-engage your current list. If you have a current list, you have older customers, re-engage them with a quiz, and at the end, put your new product or offering or your new compelling offer to get them re-engaged and maybe get another purchase out of them as well. Second, a lot of people have great organic social media followings. That's free posting, that's free traffic. Share the quiz there, create engagement. Third, how about some Facebook groups? I know a lot of people are very strategic with the groups that they're in on Facebook or LinkedIn. You could share that with them, and you could actually get good feedback on your quiz there too. And then finally, a really interesting one as well is people are always talking on Reddit or Quora. You could start a conversation and get the quiz involved there as well. Great way to do it. Great way to start the conversation and engage people.